What teen movie is the epitome of the older I get, the more I agree with the adult? Rewatching Scrubs, I realize I'm no longer a JD. I've become a Cox. Sadly, the Wonder Years. I always couldn't believe the dad was real, with his pissed-off attitude from work. Now I understand. I watched 16 Candles recently and I now do not approve of Samantha going anywhere near Jake Ryan. The movie Juno. Jennifer Garner's character is at first portrayed as a square, then you realize she's a mature adult and her husband is a man-baby. Not a teen movie, but Father of the Bride. Watching it as a kid, Steve Martin seemed like an old grump. Rewatching it as an adult, holy shit, he is the only sane person in that movie. Winnie the Pooh. Rabbit was never against "can you just not do it in his house or garden, you little hell irons." American Pie. As a new father, I hope to be like Jim's dad when my little one is a teenager. Caring, loving and a complete embarrassment to them. The Mom in Ice Princess. So you have a daughter who has a talent for and seems to like physics and has a shot of getting into Harvard. This girl throws it away for ice skating where she has only been competing for less than a year, where if she gets injured she's done and when she reaches 30 she's pretty much done. There is no way she is at an Olympic level at that point, she would need years of training. Hell yes, I would advise against it too. Goob, Meet the Robinsons. Not a teen movie, but in Family Guy, I used to think Peter was hilarious. Now I'm older, the scenes where Lois seems 100 done with his shenanigans, and where Stewie once said, emotionally, "Mom has already left you," I feel so awful for her. She got saddled with a man-child with the IQ of a lemur with brain damage, who constantly undermines and undervalues her. Hell, every TV nag deserves better. Not a movie, but Squidward do be making some good points. Mr. Wilson in Dennis the Menace. Seriously, fuck that little miscreant and his parents that turn a blind eye to his shenanigans. Edit, thank you for the Reddit gold, kind stranger. Not a movie, but Hank from King of the Hill. I find myself saying that's asinine more and more with each passing year. In Dirty Dancing, Jerry Orbach just wanted a family summer vacation and instead learned entirely too much about his daughter's sex lives. Gene Wilder in Original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Stop, don't come back. Haven't watched the movies, but I assume that the movies are similar enough. Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Bro, your mom just wants to stop being a housewife and have a job and you complain that she isn't in the house anymore to be your personal slave. When you get from school you don't even greet her, you just give her your backpack. You little shit, do one thing in your life, you fucking donkey. Did you ever thank her for anything, Gregory? Dear Doofenshmirtz. He's just trying to do something right and being a good dad. Sounds blasphemous to say about a movie I dearly love and pushing the definition of teen, but Animal House. If you've got a fraternity destroying a campus and members that are flunking out, the dean has to do something. And when he tells Flounder fat, drunk and stupid is no way to go through life, son, well, he actually sounds concerned and that is good advice. The Julia Louis-Dreyfus character and her husband in Christmas Vacation. Every day, my wife and I are slowly turning into them. Rugrats. The parents were so young and just doing their best. I like it was a group of neighbors that were best friends too. I get really stressed out on their behalf now. Especially the one where Dee Dee just wants to make it home before her banana tree she bought died in the car, but no one could get their shit together. Mr. Mosby from Sweet Life. Dude's got it rough. He's just trying to run a hotel, but these kids are hell-bent on sabotaging everything. And to make matters worse, they live there, so it's daily occurrence. Edit, these comments have kick-started my nostalgia. It's time to rewatch the show. Twilight, poor Charlie Swan. When I was younger I rooted for Jim's shenanigans in the office. The older I get, the more I relate to Stanley and how he just wants to bide his time until retirement. Dirty dancing. The dad was completely justified in not wanting his teenage daughter to fraternize with a creepy adult male camp dance teacher. Mrs. Doubtfire, but relating more with Miranda than Daniel. As a kid, I didn't understand why she lost her shit when she came home to the petting zoo. The principal and teacher in Mean Girls. They were just trying to do their damn jobs. Pitch Perfect. Anna Kendrick's dad: "Hey sweetie, excited to get your college degree completely free of charge?" Anna Kendrick: "Oh dad, you suck. I'm gonna drop out of college and become a famous music producer." Anna Kendrick's dad: Okay. Cool plan. How about you do that after you get your free college education? You can even study music here." Anna Kendrick: "No. I wanna drop out now. I'm gonna make it. You'll see." Juno. 100. 10 things I hate about you. When the dad says you're 18, you don't know what you want. And you won't know what you want till you're 45, and even if you get it, you'll be too old to use it. Mrs. Doubtfire. Miranda came home from work only to find her deadbeat husband hosting a party with wild animals in her home. During the divorce, he claimed he was unemployable. Then he dressed up like a woman with professional makeup, costume, etc. and watched their kids secretly and tried to kill her new boyfriend. Just rewatched a Goofy movie as an adult. Goofy just wanted to spend time with his kid. That was the whole conflict. Just go fishing with your dad, Max. You and Roxanne are breaking up before the sequel anyway. Edit: since this comment is getting a lot of attention, I wanted to plug one more Disney film you all need to rewatch as adults: Recess the movie. Principal Prickly legit had me in tears, you guys. The Little Mermaid. Twilight: New Moon. As a 12-year-old, Edward's abandonment of Bella was regrettable but understandable. As an adult, I don't understand why anyone involved thought it was a good idea, and I'm angry that Carlisle and Esme did nothing to stop their perpetually frozen at 17 years old son from being so stupid. Edward will forever have the mind of a 17-year-old. He will forever be stuck in that not quite grown-up state of mind. He should never have been allowed to make that decision. Lilo and Stitch. My opinion of Nani changed entirely. Rewatching The Simpsons and realized I no longer relate to Bart. I'm a Homer now. Not specifically a teen movie, but I watched it as a teen, so get off my lawn. Top Gun. Maverick is the dick who can't follow rules and gets his best friend killed, yet Iceman is the villain for not getting up to hijinks and having an alive co-pilot. Harry Potter. I used to think of Hermione as my role model. Now that I'm working as a school counselor, my role model is McGonagall. Edit: wow, didn't expect this kind of reaction. And I got awards. I feel like Neville getting 10 points and winning the House Cup. Thank you so much. Do your homework, Charlie Brown. Uncle Buck. I have an opposite example: never been kissed. All the adults are sick fucks. That newspaper editor is one sick fuck to send an adult woman back to high school to spy on teenage activities. Josie, ever the nerd, invites her loser brother to pose as a student and make her cool. Both of them end up with teenage dates for prom. And what about that extra sick fuck coach that hires her brother Rob to be a coach after they found out he was posing as a teenager and hooking up with a 16-year-old? Obligatory: not a movie, but this is one of the many reasons Calvin and Hobbes is so great. Read it at 7, you see yourself in Calvin. Read it at 17, you see yourself in Hobbes. Read it at 30, you see yourself in the parents. And it works phenomenally well on all of those levels. Not a movie, but Malcolm in the Middle. I used to think Lois was a horrible mother who overreacted about everything. Now that I'm older, I can see she is just an overworked working-class mother with 5 terribly behaved boys. Bert from Sesame Street. Dude just wants to read a book and get some